Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Director and MK Sportscars. As you can tell, we are in a deathly quiet workshop. Lewis and I have ventured on a bank holiday Monday, the things we sacrifice for yourselves, to get some footage of something we don't talk about very often, which is the Sport 200 and Cup 200, primarily Sport 200, and the donor vehicle that you use for that. So we've got here the new donor vehicle. It's a 2007 Generation 1 Suzuki Hayabusa. We'll be due to take this apart soon to go into another build. Generation 1 was the first iteration of the engine that we use in the Sport 200. A few pros and cons. It has the better valves out of the Generation 1 and 2. Generation 2 uses titanium valves, which we've found has been a bit of a weak spot. So using the Gen 1 head, always a good idea. Bells and whistles on the bike are slim to none. As if anyone's ever ridden one before, you know it's a very heavy bike. Blooming quick, yes, but it's quite stripped back and quite, you know, minimalistic. I've ridden this one. It's, you know, the engine's absolutely lovely, but you know that's pretty much where it stops. We've basically had quite a quick look at the weight and specifications of the bike. The bike weighs around 260 odd kilo. When you have the comparison to the car that weighs around 480, it's very difficult to see where the benefits of the bike begin. You know, you've now got double the braking force, double the grip, and you know, a hell of a lot of extra room with the car. It kind of makes a lot of sense, even from a biker point of view. I love the idea of the Sport 200 over the Hayabusa. Again, they're very, very heavy bikes to ride. Yeah, they're bloody quick. But that's really where that stops. I mean, they're hard to handle, they're hard to brake. And then when you sort of pull the good parts off of that and put it into the Sport 200, it just transforms it and gives it the, you know, the full lifestyle the engine could have. So we picked this bike up for, I think it's a hair under £4,000. You can get them a lot cheaper, you can get them a little bit more expensive. Yes, Generation 1 or 2, not an issue. When you pull the engine out, you're going to be left with the bike and the other components of it, and you can always make quite a bit of money from that. This bike, the bodywork is absolutely lovely, really nice condition, no dents or major damage to it at all. It even comes with the solo seat cowl, which is, you know, quite sought after, in a really nice colour too, so there's going to be some money made back there. Got aftermarket exhaust system, which, you know, depending on what brand and variant it is, can be worth some good money, but the rest of the bike is in very good condition. The forks is always going to sell. Rear shock looks to be in good condition as well. Wheels will always sell, so you'll always get some chunk of money back from selling those components. So we've got our car here, which was going to be our new demo. It's now no longer, it's been bought, but this is sort of midway through build, getting close to end now. Got a Gen 2 RLM engine with the Generation 3 throttle body, so it's now going to be fly-by-wire, completely electric throttle, allows for quick shift up and auto blipper down, which is going to be a huge change to the car, especially on track. It's going to be absolutely monstrously quick. The minute change that you can get for these cars do drastically change it, and I think that's going to be something we're going to see quite an often upgrade to the car. So this bike has had race scrub tyres put on it. It's making it look like it's come off track. This isn't really a track style bike. It's a sports tourer, and that does that job very, very well. But the engine has so much more potential. So to extract that engine and put it into, you know, a setup that can handle that power and deliver that power in a better, more efficient channel, I think it's a no-brainer for me. I think it transforms and allows the engine to be exactly what it was designed to be. You know, a fire-breathing monster and an absolute animal on track. So we'll do a little, you know, sound comparison. A little bit cheating, really, I suppose, with this aftermarket system. But you know, who doesn't like hearing engines? So. It's a bit cold, but it sounds very nice. Spike. cheating a bit really, isn't it? I feel like that's a little bit unfair. So I do think this is a little bit unfair, bearing in mind that this silencer that's on this has to be within track regulations. There's no way in hell you get that booster on the track with that system. Yeah, I like that. There's 200 kilo of difference between the two vehicles, which is, you know, it's not a massive amount when you're considering you are doubling your braking force, doubling your grip, and doubling the ability to get the power down to the road or to the track. So there is going to be a separate test ride on this. You know, I'll take one for the team and I'll do that on a work day. Oh, dear. And then basically it'll be the highs and low points of the two. And we'll see how we get on with that. Try not to get a speeding ticket. On the other side of this being a donor bike, we're also going to do a video on how to strip this down, the components that you'll need to keep hold of, and the other components that you'll be able to sell on and make a bit of profit on. So that's it for the video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. It's about as much as we can give you on this, you know, the introduction to this bike. If you do want to skip the minivan and not pull one of these engines out and gut it and sort it all out, there is a pre-built car good to go for the Cup 200 series. Still here in the workshop. Absolute monster of a car, and hopefully we'll find someone who can enjoy it just as much as we do. So please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.